One of the most popular British TV shows is Doctor Who. Doctor Who has 11 seasons and is receiving another one soon. Because of the popularity of the show, there have been movies, comics, and even video games. So it was inevitable that the series would eventually get a virtual reality game. And so when Doctor Who: The Edge of Time was announced for the PSVR, I was interested. I've only seen a few episodes of the show, but even then I knew the possibilities of a virtual reality game. Doctor Who has a lot of amazing ideas and stories that could be adapted to VR. So, is Doctor Who: The Edge of Time any good? Doctor Who: The Edge of Time is a game that has you working with the Doctor to stop a new enemy from destroying the universe. As always, I don't want to spoil much of the story, so I won't say anything else. The story is one of the main parts of the game, but I personally didn't think it was anything special or worth buying the game for. At its core, Edge of Time is a puzzle game. You'll go from level to level, encountering enemies and new puzzles trying to slow you down from completing your quest. On your journey, you'll be equipped with the iconic sonic screwdriver, which will help you unlock doors, open new paths, and destroy objects. The greatest part about this game is all of the different unique environments you visit. Each of the environments are unique from one another and look amazing, because of the high quality textures and little to no blur. I'm not sure whether or not these environments are from the show, but I know for sure that some of the enemies you come across are. On your journey, you'll come across enemies like the Weeping Angels and Daleks, which are really cool to see in VR. The game has 5 chapters in total, and the game takes a little over 2 hours to beat. It definitely feels like you're experiencing an extra long episode of Doctor Who, or even a movie. While it could have been longer, I'm kind of glad it wasn't for reasons I'll explain soon. The game has all the settings you would want from a VR game. There are options for walk and rotation speed, you can choose both teleportation and full locomotion, and you can also change between click turning and smooth turning. The one issue I had is that the smooth turning was way too slow even at the highest speed, so I ended up changing to click turning for my playthrough. My biggest issue with this game are the puzzles themselves, and is the reason why I was glad the game wasn't any longer. While the environments and enemies were cool, the gameplay itself was pretty lacking in my opinion. I found most of the puzzles to be either frustrating or boring, and I only really enjoyed one of them, which was a laser puzzle. The difficulty of the puzzles was inconsistent, and none of them felt different from puzzles I've seen before. And one other issue I had was that in the final part of the game, it crashed during an action-packed moment. So overall, Doctor Who: The Edge of Time is okay. I think this is something that will mostly appeal to big fans of the series. This makes you feel like you're in a Doctor Who episode, and I think fans will really enjoy that. If you've ever wanted to walk inside and pilot the TARDIS in VR, or encounter Daleks and Weeping Angels in VR, this will be great for you. As for people like me, who don't know much about Doctor Who or haven't seen the show, it's just a mediocre game. The puzzles are similar to other games, and like the story, it wasn't enough to keep me excited and entertained throughout the adventure. If you're not a fan of Doctor Who, I would pass on this adventure.